Natten går tunga fjät runt gård och stuva kring jord som solfön lät skuggorna ruvar. Då i vårt mörka hus stiger med tända ljus Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia. Då i vårt mörka hus stiger med tända ljus Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia. Good morning, noon, evening or night, wherever you are. But in Sweden it's early morning and it's the 13th of December, and I'm gonna show some pics, little random, about this tradition we have this day, and it's go way back in time, but it's maybe around 100 years or a little more, that we know that in the version that the most Swiss know, when the Lucia train is often with light dresses, this red band but much longer, and light in the hair, and she got her other girls that follow, or sometimes small Santas and that type of things too, depending on where you live, and even the star boys or whatever you should call them. We call them stjärngossar in Sweden, and it's an old tradition that we celebrate. Some of it are from Christianity, very early Christianity, but we can also see other things back in the things. So it's very different stories behind this celebration, but one thing they have in common: this is one of the darkest periods during the year, and we have this tradition to bring some light into this day to make it a little easier when it's as dark as it is, because it's soon gonna go in the other direction and it's gonna start be lighter outside again. But right now it's going very dark in Sweden. It's not many light hours, and depending on where you live, if you're even up even longer further in north, it's even more darker. So I'm at least happy that I live in southwest part of Sweden. But the tradition is very long, and even I as a kid did celebrate this in school, and we also did our own Lucia trains that we went and knock on the door. So it's the closest we are getting to the Halloween celebration, like in US, for an example, where kids were gathering in those Lucia train. We knock on the door, sing a lot of songs for the people that open the door, and then we was gifted either candy, cookies, buns, or maybe even money for our little performance during that time. And yeah, it was a fun time. I don't see that as often anymore. It's the sad thing, because it's a very good tradition too, that bring people together and also make people not just hanging around with the phones all the time. Even if I know record on the phone, but this is my way to share with you everything, because I don't live close to you, so I can't do it in person. But it's also some old stuff behind it, and it has a lot with these little overnature magical creatures, and some people even thought that the animal could speak during those time of year. So they did this type of things and even started to eat. So it's very usually eating certain type of buns and ginger cakes and that type of things. And the buns we are eating is called lussekat and lussebulle, or you could say like a Lucia cat bun or whatever you should translate it to, but that's the name on it in Swedish. And it's a big tradition, and they even used to feed the animals a little more, a little extra. So I think that's supposed to please some of the creatures they was afraid of. You know, when people have this feeling about ghosts and other type of creatures during the night, even the bad ones or the good ones, you know, no matter what. So this was one thing we did back then. But then it's also been wired in when the Christianity came, and One of the tradition parts are tracing back to the Saint of Lucia that was from Sicily, Italy. And that was the saint. It was a very religious woman that was, as you see, they thought she was some type of witch. But she wasn't. And they even want to try to burn her at the stake, but it didn't succeed that well. And she even offered her eyes to one of the people there. But of some type of wonder, she got the sight back. But that is one part of the story. It can be a lot of different versions of it. But one of the main causes to this tradition is actually from Italy. From the island Sicily. And that is St Lucia. Lucia or Lucia? We say Lucia in Sweden. But also we have our Swedish tradition, and it's been a very big thing in Sweden, and it's spread in many Nordic countries, and I think these other countries have maybe got their eyes open for it too, so they celebrate something similar too. But usually not this type of colors, because it's often a white dress. I still have white candles. I wanted to have black, but I can't change it to the one I have because it don't fit. But I did decorate my Lucia corona, my Lucia crown, with some black leaves that is a little sparkly. And I took a black dress and added this red band. It was a bit shorter than I thought, so I could just do like a little, you see here, I couldn't do it much better. It's supposed to go all the way down to the floor, but sometimes you have to stick with the plans. And I thought my own jewelry could fit very well with this blood bottle with a little bat on it, because it matches the colors. I'm doing a Gothic Lucia today, and I do have the latest year some type of tradition that I celebrate Lucia with you, and I hope you're gonna have a nice day. I'm gonna finish this video with 2 different songs that I have done on SUNO with my own lyrics, and maybe not 100% Gothic, but a little more Gothic metal maybe, and where I mixed those different tales into the storyline of the lyrics itself, about Lucia itself. And I hope you're gonna like it. Else, stay safe, stay weird, and be nice to each other. And happy Lucia! Bye!
Refused and died. Happy Lucia is here. It's the 13th of December. Can you see her face? Covered by bloody tears. When the flames refuse to kill Her name will